FP&A teams and professionals know just how tedious it can be putting together reports in PowerPoint. And today I want to show you how Vena's new Vena for Microsoft PowerPoint integration makes putting together these reports in PowerPoint a breeze, and will also automate any updates to the data within the report moving forward on each iteration of the PowerPoint file. So let's jump into an example. I've just got this basic high-level financials report that I'm putting together, but this could be anything. This could be a board presentation. It could be a report pack that's going out to investors. It can be used for all types of use cases. In this case, I'm just putting some really high-level financials into this deck. And on this slide, I'm just going to round it out by adding another tile here for net income, as well as a chart that just illustrates some of the data from this previous year. To do that, I'm just going to jump into one of my Excel files in Vena that's enrolled into this PowerPoint file. And what we're doing is we're just pulling all of the charts and data from those Excel reports and compiling them into a library here within PowerPoint. So you can see I do have what I think is my net income tile here. I'm just going to double check that. Yes, in fact, it is the net income tile. I will insert that into my presentation, and I'll just get it consistent with the other tiles and move it into place. And then I also want to insert a chart of data into this slide. So for that, I'm just going to jump back to this main page, and I will go to my financial statements report, which again is just a compilation of all of the charts and data coming from my Excel report. So that's looking pretty good. With that, let's say I want to start sharing this presentation. I'm just going to save this back to Vena. And from there, we can export the presentation. We can share that around. We can present it live to our audience. But this is where we want to save time, is on each iteration of this report. We just want this data to be automated in terms of how it's being refreshed. And that's really straightforward to do. All we need to do is update the templates that are enrolled to look at different years. So for that, one of these templates has some page options here that I will just change forward to this year. I'll save and review that. But before we refresh this, let me jump into the process for this other template, because in that template, I have some process variables that are driving the data based on the year. And I will just update that to 2024 and save that in Vena. And jumping back to PowerPoint now, I've got both of my templates ready to be refreshed here. I'm just going to apply those changes. And just like that, the refresh process is occurring. So any of these data points that I've inserted into my slides are going to get updated with the latest data. And so this is how easy it is to bring in new data to these configured presentations and reports. You just literally need to hit the refresh button, and all of those data points are going to be regenerated and updated in their slides. So I can see that the data is done being refreshed, and now PowerPoint is just updating each individual slide with the right data. Okay, and look at that. All of my slides have been updated with 2024 data, and I am now ready to either share or present this report presentation with my stakeholders. So it really is that easy to configure and update PowerPoint files with Vena's new Vena for Microsoft PowerPoint integration.